Like if a morally gray shadow daddy lived a normal day-to-day life in New York City. Boom, best sentence ever written. What does it even mean? I love it.
For the love of actual literature, can we please provide some context before you dive headfirst into the reviewer abyss? That quote, baffling as it is, refers to Ely, one half of the entanglement in Ali Rosen's unlikely story.
Entanglement, see. This book, folks, unlikely story, it's basically Catfish meets Home Depot, but the catfish is also the guy jackhammering your ceiling at 7 a.m. Genius.
That is regrettably accurate in the broadest, most reductive sense. The premise involves Nora, a relationship therapist in New York.
Who needs therapy herself? Big time. 7 years. 7 years she's writing this advice column, falling for her editor, J in London via shared document comments. Not a phone call. Not a Zoom. Not even a blurry picture.
The lack of basic due diligence is staggering, especially for a professional trained in human behavior. She develops profound feelings for this digital construct, this J, while remaining entirely unaware that he is also Illy, the infuriatingly noisy neighbor who just moved in downstairs, the ex-boyfriend of a former patient, no less.
Oh yeah, the patient thing? Juicy. Is that even legal? Can you date your patient's ex? Sounds like a lawsuit waiting to happen. Or at least a really awkward run in at Trader Joe's.
The ethical considerations are certainly murky. Though technically a former patient, the proximity and the inherent power dynamic are problematic. But the larger issue is Nora's almost pathological obliviousness. It strains credulity past the breaking point. We're supposed to believe a therapist can't connect these incredibly obvious dots.
Maybe she's just really into the mystery. Like, she likes not knowing. Some people are like that. My Aunt Carol refused to learn how email worked until 2015. Said it ruined the surprise of the postal service. Nora's just old school in her head.
She's not old school. She's exhibiting a level of cognitive dissonance that would be fascinating if it weren't so profoundly irritating. She spends pages, in what one reviewer aptly called organizing introspection and fox psychobabble, yet misses the flashing neon sign above Eli's head that says, I am J.
Fox psychobabble, yes! Like when people say, I'm holding space for your feelings, when they really mean, please shut up. Nora does that constantly. But Ely, let's talk Ely, a morally gray shadow daddy. Is he hot? The book kind of waffles. 1 minute he's brusque, next he's charming. Make up your mind.
The contradictory descriptions likely reflect Nora's own confused perceptions. He is antagonistic initially, deliberately noisy during his renovations. Yet he's also presented as the witty, insightful J. It's the central tension, however manufactured.
Manufactured tension. Like insisting negative space blues was deep because it had, like, 4 words per page. This book at least has words. Lots of them. Maybe too many before anything happens. Someone said, this girl made me wait 200 pages for a freaking kiss. 200 pages. I could renovate my entire bathroom in that time.
The pacing is certainly deliberate. A slow burn, as they say. Though some found it less a burn and more a glacial crawl. Which brings us to the crucial question beyond the absurdity. Is Unlikely Story actually any good?
Okay, look. Is it predictable? Duh, you guessed the twist like 10 pages in. But sometimes you want that. Sometimes you want literary mac and cheese, not some fancy, deconstructed, whatever negative space blues was. Foam. Was it foam?
It was structurally innovative. Unlike this, which relies on a trope so worn it's practically transparent. The you've got mail comparison is inevitable, but frankly, it lacks the charm and chemistry. Reviewers noted the sex scenes when they finally arrive felt jarring, and the natural chemistry just wasn't there.
Jarring sex scenes. My favorite kind. No, wait, that sounds wrong. But yeah, fade to black? In this economy. Come on, give the people what they want. Although, maybe it's for the best if the chemistry's off. Like watching paint dry. But the paint is also arguing about attachment styles.
We received an email,
air quotes,
from a listener, Brenda and Boys. Brenda asks, putting aside the therapist's obliviousness, isn't the real issue Eli lying by omission for so long? How is that romantic?
It's a rom-com. He didn't know at first, and then, okay, maybe he waited a little long. But imagine the reveal. Surprise. I'm the guy you hate and the guy you love. Let's make out. It's drama. Brenda, go watch C-SPAN.
Dismissing valid points about character motivation doesn't make them disappear. If I were, say, a kitchen appliance, what would he be?
Ooh, good one. He's definitely a high-end espresso machine. Looks fancy, makes a lot of noise, and you're never quite sure if it's working right, but you think you love it. Nora, she's a broken smoke detector, just beeping faintly about perceived problems while the actual fire rages unnoticed.
I would have said a malfunctioning thermostat, constantly misreading the room temperature, which brings us, mercifully, to the rating.
Okay, rating system. How many passive-aggressive post-it notes left on a neighbor's door? No, wait. How many years would one wait before Googling your secret online crush? I give unlikely story 5 out of 7 years of extreme digital patience. It was dumb, but kind of fun dumb.
I, on the other hand, value my time and basic logic. I give it 2 out of 7 years of willful ignorance. It tested my patience more than Ely tested Nora's floorboards.
We disagree. It's perfect radio.
Join us next week, assuming we're both still employed, when we'll be dissecting the controversial new release, My Roommate is a Sentient Mold Spore, and We're Falling in Love.
It's gonna be huge.
You're listening to Heartbook Radio.